Terre Haute Sports Center, 1130 The Fan.
Fossil Michaels here at 1130thefan.com. Our final stop here on the four-part season preview of Wabash Valley High School football in the Big Four, and we're here at Northview High School with head coach Mark Raetz. First year here at Northview, and Coach, it's been an exciting summer, and we were just talking a lot of summer workouts for you guys, and only, 2 days of two-a-days?
Right, yeah, we moved to more of a balanced calendar out here, so we've been in school all this week, and really the teachers started the middle of last week, so we only got 2 days of two-a-days. But with the way the rules are, and I think if you talk to any coach in the state, they'll say the same thing. You can practice all summer. So, coming into the official start of practice, we already have installed everything. So, we don't feel bad as far as, our installation point is. We feel fine about that.
A 3-7 year last year for the Knights, new coaching staff, and hopefully some of you guys' past experiences translate over here and try to turn things around.
Yeah, I can't speak to what happened last year. I've watched all the games. Honestly, they were in a lot of the games. They were close games, and they were playing a lot of young guys. This summer, I think we've had a good summer. I think our players have been working hard. They've been very receptive to the new coaches, new schemes. Now it's just time to go out and start seeing how you are against other teams. So hopefully tomorrow night will be a good start. But in the scrimmage, we're going to be playing a lot of guys. We're going to be looking at a lot of different things. There's rules as far as number of plays guys can get. So we'll have a chance to evaluate a lot of guys and see how they do on film against some other competition.
Talk about some of the guys who've graduated and moved on, and some of the returners.
We lost their back named Jesse Miller, who was a good back. Also played linebacker. Also a strong safety named Drake McKee. I know they had several senior linemen last year, but we've got a lot of guys back. Our quarterback returns. He was only a freshman last year. He's a sophomore, Tucker Stewart, who's a good player, good combination of running and passing. A lot of senior linemen, Corbin Fretz and Brock Gardner and Trent Nevins, Logan Michaels. There's a number of guys who've played a lot up front. Daniel Kimball, our tight end, DN, 6'6", 250, big body. There's some other kids who are only sophomores that played last year. Ben Gerton starting both ways, running back, defensive back. Jacob Dean starting at linebacker is only a sophomore. There's a lot of guys. We'll see how they look, and hopefully we've been preparing them the right way, and we'll be ready to play here next week against Broad Ripple.
A dual threat quarterback, if you will. How's that work into your offense?
Oh, it's good.
It has to give you a lot of options as well.
Yeah, I've been kind of on all ends of the spectrum with that. I've had dual threat guys. I've had guys who could really only run. I've taken running backs and put them in at quarterback. I've had guys who are just pure quarterbacks, like Danny Etling that we just had. Tucker's kind of a mix of all those guys. I feel like we'll be able to throw the ball effectively, and we'll also be able to work in some quarterback runs with what we're doing.
A little bit more run, a little bit more pass, which you guys leaning anywhere right now?
We'll see. I think you have to be able to do both, when you're playing against good competition. Ideally, I'd like to be able to establish the run week in and week out. I think that's probably what we'll be better at, but at the same time, I think we've got some good weapons in the passing game, and at times we're going to have to be able to throw the ball effectively to be successful.
I don't want to ask you too much of a game plan on the defensive side, but any idea of what we might see out of the Knights?
It's very similar to what I've been doing at South. We run a 4-2-5 base. It's pretty multiple up front, a little different in the back end. We do a lot of quarter, half. It's the same stuff we've been doing. Really, it's a version of what my dad ran at Indiana State for 20 years. So, a lot of the calls are the same, and, the kids have adapted pretty well to it.
Let's talk about the first game of the year, Broad Ripple, and a couple games here on the schedule. Broad Ripple, you guys go over to Indianapolis for that first game? Yeah,
Broad Ripple, it's a team, this will be the third year we've played them. Broad Ripple won the first two meetings. They're both close games. We go over there. It's a team that's going to be athletic. They have a good returning quarterback, a dual threat guy, who I think threw for 1,200 yards and ran for like 600 yards last year. He's a good player. I think a key will be able to contain him, and then also to contain their big plays, whether it's deep balls, block punts, punt returns, if we can limit their big plays and contain that quarterback, I feel good about where we're at.
You guys start off the season against an Indianapolis school, and a couple weeks in, you go right back to Indy, and you get to play on a Saturday at Lucas Oil. It's pretty exciting for these kids.
Yeah, that'll be a neat experience. For everybody involved, the players, the coaches, the families. It's a neat facility, and not everybody gets a chance to play over there. So hopefully our kids will enjoy it, and we'll go over there and play well. And Sullivan beat us pretty good last year, so hopefully we can play better. And I think it's going to be a big game early in the season.
7th-year head coach Mark Raetz here at Northview, trying to restore some history here with the Knights. Coach, thank you very much, and best of luck.
All right, thanks, guys.
Boston Michaels for 1130thefan.com. Stay tuned for more here as we will release the schedule here in the coming days.